Yes, indeed. This is Professor David Steinberg. Today is the Republican and Democratic parties in Ohio and a bunch of other parties as well. So I wanted to talk to you for a moment about John Kasich, the Ohio governor who's running for president, and a bunch of stuff you probably didn't know about Kasich because the media has done a fantastic job covering it up while they're busy bashing Mr. Trump. Did you know that John Kasich was a big, and is a big supporter of NAFTA? You know, that law that sent businesses that used to employ Americans down to Mexico, so they now are employing Mexicans for $7 a day, and there aren't any jobs here? Oh, he's a big proponent. He was a big proponent of that. And he's also a big proponent of the World Trade Organization, the WTO, another disaster. A big proponent of President Obama's Trans-Pacific deal, which essentially is jobs, American jobs to China in exchange for campaign contributions. It's a little more complicated than that, but that's pretty much what it is. He's a big proponent of outsourcing. He always has been. I can't read anybody's mind, but I can give you a plausible explanation of why. John Kasich left Congress in 2010. Do you know what he did then? You don't, because nobody's told you. He worked for Lehman Brothers as a managing director. That's right. That Lehman Brothers, the one that went broke, the one that just about brought down the U.S. economy. John Kasich, the guy who gets things done, was getting things done at Lehman Brothers, particularly getting paid, in return for his support of NAFTA, getting paid millions of dollars in kickbacks. Oops. Did I say kickbacks? Oh, I'm so sorry. I meant compensation. Millions of dollars by Lehman Brothers. Did you know that John Kasich is a big proponent of bringing foreign guest workers to the United States so they can do your job for pennies on the dollar and you will be fired and replaced by somebody from India or China or Pakistan or Mexico, anyone who can be hired cheap. That's John Kasich's advocacy. That's what he wants. Let me tell you another thing he wants. He's pledged that within 100 days of being an elected president, like that's going to happen, he is going to grant amnesty to every illegal alien. What is it, 13 million? So you can pay for their free medical care and free food and free housing and free welfare. How are you going to do this without a job? I don't know. But these people will be here to take your job, for pennies on the dollar. John Kasich's candidacy should be, his motto is, let's make Wall Street rich again. That's what he's all about. He's a disgrace. The fact that someone like this is running for president and is supported by the Republican quote-unquote establishment is a disgrace. The Republican establishment ought to rename the Republican Party, I think, the We Hate America Loser Party. So, those are a few Ohio voters. I hope you keep this in mind when you go to the polls, and you voters anywhere else. You know, John Kasich hasn't won a single primary yet. Gee, I wonder why. Because he's a disgrace and an embarrassment, and the fact that the Republican Party will even have anything to do with him is a disgrace. This is Professor David Steinberg.